Gambling and investing. I have received many comments from users who disagree that stock market is not gambling. When BP shares fall from over $60 per share and then down over 60% and many investors are getting creamed, then what is this? Is this not gambling if Grandpa's $250,000 investment has fallen below six figures? Well, he should have got out in May when the oil disaster got so bad, one may say. Should have, would have, could have, it's all the same. Grandpa does not read alternate sources and CNN and did not talk much about this oil spill. They said it was not that bad. He has no need to sell. Then the stock has fallen from 60 to 40. Oh no, I can't sell this. Jim Cramer hasn't told me to yet. Well, Grandpa, the stock is below 30. What you gonna do? If this is not gambling, then I do not know what gambling is. I guess it would be best to look at how gambling is defined to see more clearly if stock market investing is in fact a gamble. Gambling definition. Number 1, Part A. To bet on an uncertain outcome as of a contest. Part B. To play a game of chance for stakes. Part 2. To take a risk in the hope of gaining an advantage or benefit. Part 3. To engage in reckless or hazardous behavior. And this is from the American Heritage Dictionary of the English Language, 4th edition, updated in 2009. Let's talk about each one of these four definitions, starting with 1A, which is betting on an uncertain outcome, which means that you are betting a roulette wheel to hit the number 7, for example. Maybe it's that your blackjack hand will do better than the dealer's. Maybe you are taking action on the Philadelphia Eagles game. In stocks, if you buy shares of SSO, you are betting the certain outcome that SPX will go higher. If you are buying shares of SDS, for that to go lower. 1B, which is to play a game of chance for stakes. Chance, chance, chance. I like the word odds, which thus is your chances you have. In the roulette wheel, the odds are easy to calculate. There is 38 numbers on the wheel, and you choose one of them. This means 37 of them will lose and one wins. The odds are 37 and 1, or the chances are 37 and 1. The Eagles game, which is a sporting event, is generally even odds or 1 to 1. At least it is against the spread. This means it's a coin flip or 50%. You do not know this percentage, however. You may have evidence to bring the 50% up or down a little. Philadelphia was hosting the Chicago Bears and the spread was Eagles by 3.5. There could be a 55% chance the Eagles win by 4 or more, or there might be a 47% chance. You can adjust these numbers by doing your homework on the event. The same is true with stock market gambling. You can use some technical indicators, your experience from what you have encountered, fundamental information you have, and so on. You can say there is an 80% chance support or resistance is found here. You can tell yourself that my stop should go here, and thus you can calculate more towards your risk and reward. These types of practices are ways of having edges on your side, or at least increasing your equity from the game. Part 2. Taking a risk in the hope of gaining an advantage or benefit. With each example, fiat dollars are put into risk in the hopes of gaining a greater sum of fiat dollars. There really isn't much more to say on this example of the gambling definition. Part 3. Engaging in reckless or hazardous behavior. If you spend your time and energy to learn the casino game that you play and profit, is this hazardous? This profit puts food on the family's plate and keeps the mortgage payments in gear as he counts cards and blackjack, or works to become a great poker player or stock trader. Maybe it is hazardous. If you go to your local bingo and spend $50 on the game and lose it all while you laughed and had a good time, you shared photos of your vacation with Janet and Julie. Is this hazardous? The mainstream media seems to make gambling look bad. This is why they fail to call stock market gambling. They instead choose to brainwash into our minds that it is investing. You will see that they frown or look bad upon one placing sports wagers, playing poker, and so on. Interesting part is that one can go to a casino in Las Vegas and place $44 on the Eagles, and if they win the casino, they will get $84 back. They'll give them 84 back. $40 for the profit and 44 original stake back. It is very hard to play equities at these micro stakes, with commission fees costing over $20 to buy and sell one stock. You can put yourself at big disadvantages by risking under $5,000 per trade. When many traders have lost to the levels that they have, then you would be very ignorant to think that stock market is not in comparison to that of a casino. One may say that it is not gambling for me. I make my living off of day trading. No, this means you have been a winner as a gambler. You may know your chances or odds to be in your favor. But there is a very good chance you worked hard to put the chances in your favor with your method of gambling. Is Phil Ivey gambling when he sits at the cash tables at the Bellagio? The mainstream calls stock trading an investment, and here's how investing is defined in the dictionary. Number 1, to commit money or capital in order to gain a financial return. 2A, to spend or devote for future advantage or benefit. And part B, to devote or morally or psychologically as to a purpose, commit. With this definition, we can see many comparisons with gambling. The number 1 definition is pretty much the same as number 2 in gambling. The gambling definition states the hope of having financial return. From the sounds of investing, that would mean that you do have a gain, a financial return. Therefore, maybe all winning trades are a form of investing. If you make 40 trades and 20 were winners, does that mean 20 times you invested and 20 times you would have done the opposite? Whatever the opposite of investing is. 2A states to spend time. This one is similar to 1B of gambling based on the chances. This increases the chances towards your favor when you spend time to see where you should be going long or short on stocks. Taking time researching as many angles as you can for the sporting event. This means studying what is needed to win in poker. Definition 2B, I understand it as in putting a lot of passion into your play. This means if you spend a few hours or minutes looking at your stock market portfolio, do you really consider yourself to have an edge? Thank you for watching and have yourself a magnificent day. Bye-bye.